طبعا يعني كنت محب للقرآن جدا.
I believe that the Islam religion is the best religion for our people.
إن الإسلام بدا غريبا.
إنما دعوة إسلامية.
فرأيت النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام
Muhammad Iqbal, or also known as Allama Iqbal, was a philosopher, poet, and politician in British India. This most important figure in Urdu literature was born on 9 November 1877. At the age of 15, he was arranged married to Karim Bibi, and they were granted with 3 children. Unfortunately, not long after that, they divorced due to unhappy marriage life. His potential skill as poet and writer was recognized by one of his tutors, Syed Mir Hassan. Iqbal pursued his studies at Government College Lahore as a philosophy, English literature and Arabic student. His philosophy teacher, Sir Thomas Arnold, succeeded to put determination in Iqbal to pursue higher education in West through his teachings. Iqbal then traveled to Europe and spent many years studying there and began to write poetry in Persian. In 1899, he completed his Master of Arts and decided to pursue doctorate at Germany in 1907. Allama Iqbal initiated his career at Government College Lahore, where he used to be a student there as a junior professor of philosophy and then upgraded to a professor of philosophy and English literature. He once began practicing law, but then he quit and devoted himself in literary works. He was also an active member of Anjuman-e-Himayat-e-Islam, and then he was appointed as the General Secretary of the same organization. His works and dedication was profoundly influenced by many Western philosophers.
Well known as the anti-imperialist, Iqbal was the first economist of the Indo-Pakistan subcontinent who voiced out his opinion against the ill treatment of Muslims by local and foreign classes. Even though he was just barely a student during that time, he bravely decided to reveal the ruling design of imperial liberalism. Jim al-Iqtisad, the first Urdu publication in economic books that was written by Muhammad Iqbal in 1903. It was the time when Adam Smith, Alfred Marshall, and David Ricardo were taught all over the Euro. His book has denoted Iqbal as the first Muslim economist of the Indo-Pakistan subcontinent. Iqbal's philosophy on poverty affects human soul has emphasized the interrelation between human psychology and economic activity. He answered himself that poverty affects human soul very intensely. He added, "Is poverty crucial in the present day? Is it not possible that the heartrending bewailings of the poor in the streets of India are silenced forever? Is it not possible that the heart-moving scenes of poverty are faded from the world forever?" There are 3 things perfectly clear from the Quran, as he mentioned in his book. The first is man is the chosen of God, man is meant to be a representative of God on earth, and man is the trustee of a personality which he accepted at his danger. Yet, it is surprising to see human consciousness has never become an interest as in Muslims' history taught. The economic condition of Muslims has been playing around his mind and he wanted to find a solution regarding this issue. Thus, he allocated some factors responsible for the poor economic conditions of Muslims, which are Hindu moneylenders, capitalism and foreign rule.
Iqbal believed that socio-economic changes were necessary for the establishment of social justice. At the same time, he qualified the implementation of these changes dependent on the moral perfection of man, in which Islam must have a deciding role. The development of rural areas important to develop a country. It does not mean merely agricultural growth, but it also calls for improving the economic and social conditions of the rural population by raising their incomes and providing them with necessary amenities like good houses, water supply, health service, and others. In addition, Allama Iqbal wanted land reform to protect peasants. Iqbal recognized that in order to establish of social justice, land as a means of production should be owned by the society for the benefit of all.
Iqbal is also known as spiritual father of Pakistan because of his contribution in politics and scholastic works in 1927 and been awarded the title of Sir by a British government. He encouraged Muslim community in Indian subcontinent to assert their rights and work hard for achieving something. Allama Iqbal has played important role in the country in 1930 to solve conflict between the Hindus and the Muslims. Iqbal was the first Indian political leader to boldly propose the establishment of Pakistan as a Muslim homeland by joining a Muslim League in Allahabad in 1930.
Before Allama Muhammad Iqbal's last breath, he left one famous quote: "People who have no hold over their process of thinking are likely to be ruined by the liberty of thought," which means if ones do not control their process of thinking, that might lead them to self-destruct because of their freedom of thought. On 21st April 1938, he died at the age of 60 in Lahore due to a series of protracted illness.